Alright, we're playing Eschalon. Eschalon? Eschalon, Book 1. I've played a little bit of this before, but don't think I've gotten very far at all. And I thought I would just go ahead and start a new adventure and kind of start over again, because I don't remember what I was doing before. I know what kind of build I think I want, but I could be very, very mistaken. So I've got a chance between 7 and 14. I don't know what kind of virtual dice rolling we're doing here, to know if there's a bell curve or if it's linear. So plus 14 is 21, divided by 2 is 10.5, so an average 10.5 should be average. I don't think, okay. That's a lot of 10s. That's a good one. Okay, that's the roll. That's the roll. Maybe? I mean, I guess I could... I don't know, that's not as good. Oh, that's really good. What's dexterity? Dexterity is a measure of steadiness, accuracy, hand-eye coordination, balance, and grace in physical activity. Dexterity is critical in your character's to hit rating, base armor rating. I want that. As well as skills in bows, throwing weapons, and picking locks. I do like bows. I do like being able to open things that are locked. Strength. Lift, carry weight, maximum force when it's attacking. Here's physical abilities. Toxin resistance. Okay. Speed of actions. Faster I can swing a melee weapon. Maximum deliverable damage. I'm guessing lower base armor rating is better? Is this based off of a D&D style armor class? With descending AC? Intelligence, measure your character's ability to understand and retain new information. I need more of that. Logistic skills, intelligence, elemental resistance, ability to identify unknown items. Cool. Magic users, intelligence contributes to the amount of mana point gain every level. Wisdom, character's insight, common sense, quality of judgment. How does that relate? I don't know how that plays into the gameplay style. turning game volume down a bit. So, wisdom is the only attribute that can protect your character against cursings. Healers, wisdom contributes to mana point gained every level. I want healing. Perception. Ability to sense, channel, utilize arcane energies exist below the surface of the observable realities. Slightest form perception also affects awareness and intuition. Since character's ability to perform acts of magic and divine channeling. Oh. Okay. Well, I think I want that. Oh, I can't lower? Oh. I can't lower them to... Oh. Well... That's pretty good. That's almost exactly what I want. Except I want more perception. That's okay as a secondary. It's not as big a deal. High concentration as a character's ability to maintain attention and mental focus. Stressed. Mental version of endurance. It augments many different skill stats. It requires strong mental focus. Critical attribute for every character. Alright, so I'm going to put some points on perception. Okay, I think I'm good with that. That's pretty buff, I think. Norlanders hail from the Northland Expanse, the Arctic area of permafrost and glaciers. Norlanders are of hardy build and are infamous for their ability to survive in conditions where most people would quickly succumb to death. Barian. Barians hail from the vast desolation of Baria far to the west, region of desert and scrubland where even a simple living requires a great deal of work. Barians tend to be lean and swift. More speed, more strength. I think that's what I want. Rifters hail from the Great Rift Zone of the Undersouth, geologically active area that has been torn into deep valleys and soaring cliffs covered in a thick forest. Perception, wisdom. Magically inclined, a connection to the land. Therish. The Therish hail from the rolling woodlands and plains of Theramore. Artistic and resourceful people, expert craftsmen and merchants, well known for being skillful cavalry. Kessians hail from the coastal region, the northeast. Mistfell south along the Sassani Ocean. Cassani Ocean? Not sure. Are we using the French Sea or the Latin Sea? They are highly regarded as sailors, navigators, tacticians in battle. I think I want Barian for the strength and speed. I will of course be virtuous. Starts with sword skill. I want that. Wait, do I? Character's title is automatically generated based on your axiom and class choices. The title is simply a denominational label. Does not affect character development in any way. This tale told in Echelon Book 1 revolves around a male main character, as such you cannot change his character trait. My understanding is the second book has an optional female character, but I haven't beat this one, so I haven't bought that one. Name. I'll name him Alaric. Never ceases to be freaky. That's about the third or so time I've seen that face pop up. You open your eyes. Your head is aching, and you immediately realize you have no idea where you are. The only thing you can remember about last night is the terrible storm, the black of night cut with flashes of lightning. Then you remember something. Movement in the darkness, a shadowy presence. Slowly you begin to realize that you have no memory of anything before the storm of last evening. In fact, you have no idea who you even are. It takes much effort before you are able to remember even the most personal information about yourself, your name. For a moment you are relieved to have remembered anything at all, but alas, your relief is short-lived as you look around and assess your situation. You're standing in a strange house in an unknown location, having little more than your name in your possession. Alaric, you don't know who I am, but I know who you are. I'm sure you're very confused right now, but you must gather yourself quickly. I've hidden a few basic supplies for you. They are out back near the well. Hopefully you'll remember the secret spot. You need to find a man named Maddock in the village of Aradel, which is just a short walk northeast of here. He'll know who you are, and he's been instructed to give you a small package upon your arrival. Be very careful. This land has been befouled and is not safe. If you wish to live, I suggest you stay on the main roads and paths. Do not wander. E. The name Maddock means nothing to you, nor does the initial E. With nothing else to go on, perhaps finding this person named Maddock will be your best chance to make sense of this confusion. You step outside the walls of the dilapidated house and breathe deeply. The air is humid, still saturated from last night's rain. Although you do not recognize the area around you, it seems strangely familiar. The ghostly remnants of nearby abandoned buildings look overgrown and unwelcoming. You just stand for a minute and take it in, hoping that something will trigger an avalanche of memories to crash through and make sense of all this, but nothing comes to you. There's the well. You only find a moldy bucket filled with smelly water. The place seems increasingly familiar to you. Yes, you've been here before. Somehow you know this area. Yet it is strange. As you become gradually more confident that you recognize your surroundings, you feel as if any remaining memories of your own identity seem to be slipping away ever more. Aha! I didn't get any armor skills. This is going to be interesting. I hope it's still better than nothing. Now, there's a way of fudging the loot tables, because I found out previously that the loot tables are randomized every time you click on a corpse or a container. Certain ones. Certain ones I think are scripted, but like a dead body or a container that's not scripted, it's randomized every time I open it. So I can save, open a container, see what's inside, and if I don't like it, I can refresh, reload the save, and open it again and see what I get. I'm not going to be doing that. Nobody wants to see that. That's boring and a waste of time. I'm just going to take what you see is what I get. Alright, this is also roguelike rules. It moves when I move. So I have all the time in the world to make my decisions. Okay, spacebar passes the turn. Completely splatted. Nothing to garner from its kill reward. I got 8 XP though. This town has clearly suffered a catastrophic event. Some of the buildings are burned out, others appear to have succumbed to neglect after being abandoned. You notice remnants of war lying about, rusted swords, dented shields, and fragments of bone. Dedicated to the riders of Theramore, valiant defenders of the Commonwealth. The Minotaur. Elder hollow arms and equipment. I know there's a day-night cycle to this. I don't know how much time I have to spend just dilly-dallying around town and fighting lizards. In fact, I might be better off just heading to the next destination. I remember having a hard go of it the first time I played this. Oh, there's the clock up at the top. Okay, looks like this is morning still. Oh, there's a chest. Doesn't appear that there's any sort of durability. Alright. Mercury. Mandrake root. Sulfur. Willow sap. Acid. Okay, so it is better. Oh, that lowers? Oh. If I'm wearing equipment I'm not familiar with, I lose a point of to hit ability. Doesn't seem to be hurting me yet, though. This plant right here, I think it's a spiky one. Okay, there's something here that I could loot later. The smell of damp, musty earth fills your nostrils as you descend the stairs into the chilly cellar underneath the abandoned house. You see many long-legged spiders scurrying across the walls and ceiling. Not what I meant to do. Broken wine racks and bottles lie everywhere. It appears that any wine of value has already been taken or unfortunately smashed upon the ground. I'm betting that there's a lever to open this somewhere. I just realized there were torches in the house I started in. I should have grabbed those. Okay, I'm supposed to stay on the road and go northeast. Elder Hollow. Getting dark. Not too long. Northwest, Grimhold. Northeast, Aradel. That's where I'm going. Southwest, Elder Hollow. Southeast, Salted Coast. Well, I need to go to Aradel. Okay. Oh. 2 became 3. Huh. Alright. Actually, I don't actually know what that does. Bless. This incantation bestows upon the caster a divine blessing, increasing the caster's to hit and maximum damage. The effect of the blessing is +1 to hit, +1 damage per casting level, lasting 100 rounds. Okay. There's a town sign nearby. Walk over to it, touch it to activate this location in a quick travel menu. Aradel. Alright. You are entering a village that is smaller than the deserted one you awoke in earlier. The streets appear to be mostly vacant, yet sounds of life can be heard within the walls of the buildings. You are hopeful that talking to the locals of this town may help you make sense of your situation. Greetings. You see an older, distinguished woman standing in a room nicely decorated with tapestries and fine rugs. She appears weary, as if she carries with her much stress, and is in need of rest. Greetings, traveler. I'm Eleanor Mistlepine, council head here in the village of Aradel. We get very few visitors out this way, so please, if there is anything I can do for you during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. You nod to her as you introduce yourself as Alaric. I'm looking for a man named Matic. Oh yes, Matic is an elderly gentleman who lives just down the street southeast of here. He lives in a small house on the other side of the Bethel of the Green Moon. He's a bit of a country old man, not too fond of visitors. A man of the cloth. Looks shifty, though. Standing in the small church is a fair man of slight build, bathed in colored light streaming through the stained glass windows. Incense wafts through the air, creating a pleasant, hazy aura. Welcome to the Bethel of the Green Moon, weary traveler. My name is Father Michael. Here at the Bethel, we can heal your wounds and restore your soul, for a small donation, of course. The Bethel always has work for people wishing to serve the will of Luna. Although you don't earn gold for doing these jobs, you earn honor, which is much more valuable. I've been told of a destitute man living west of the Salted Coast region, which is a coastal area south of here. He has contracted flesh rot and is in need of healing. Bethel has a very rare potion of absolute restoration that needs to be delivered to him so that he can be rid of his debilitating illness. But unfortunately, the Salted Coast area has become very dangerous, and no one has been able to complete his task. Remember, if you accept this mission, you'll receive no financial payment for your efforts. This would be an act of pure selflessness on your behalf. Are you willing to perform this task for the Bethel? While I am willing to do that, he's talking about danger. I'm not sure I'm up to the task. And I don't know if I want that object taking up inventory space right now. I will come back to this. I'm sorry you feel that way. Perhaps one day you'll find that helping others is itself a reward greater than gold. May the light show you the way, my son. Okay, yes. I assume this is the place. You see a frail-looking man who has seen the passing of many years. He coughs a lot. Hey, what are you doing here? You can't just barge into someone's house without being invited. I suggest you turn and leave before I teach you a lesson in manners you won't soon forget. The old man picks up a nearby broken table leg as if he intends to use it as a club. I'm looking for a man named Maddock. Are you him by any chance? Why, yes, that's me. Watch me lose his accent as we go. The old man looks you up and down, just for a moment, as if he might recognize you. Hey, I believe I'm expecting you. Your name is Alaric, isn't it? I have something for you. Yes, I'm glad I have found you. I was given a strange note and was told I needed to locate you. I hope you can make sense of this confusion. I don't know if I can help you with your confusion, but I do have a letter and some gold that I was told to hold for you. I've kept it in the chest over there. You can fetch it yourself. I appreciate that you've kept these items secure for me. Who asked you to do this? Who? Well, I don't know, really. I try not to get too involved with other people's business. Years ago, I was a courier for Lord Archibald, so people have always just entrusted me with important matters. A gentleman came to town a while back and paid me to do this job for him, to hold on to these items for someone with your name fitting your description. He wore a mask and I wasn't able to see his face. I didn't ask who he was or why he needed this done. It's the courier's code not to ask questions. Can I ask you something else? I don't know much about the comings and goings in this village, because I pretty much keep to myself. But I'd be glad to chat a bit with you. I guess it's nice to have a visitor, even an uninvited one. Do you know of any work around here? You're just gonna have to ask around, Maddox says, as if annoyed by your question. But I'm telling you, there's not much in the way of jobs around here, especially for some stranger new in town. What has happened to this land? You're not from around here, eh? Well, we're at war with the Orca, of course. Orca? Yes, the Orca. Those thieving creatures that live underground. They can't be trusted.
If you ask me, our forefathers should have wiped them out whenever they first arrived. Then we wouldn't be in this mess. I'm glad the current Chancellor has the fortitude to stand up to them and make them pay for their crimes.
Maddox rubs the back of his neck with his dirty hand.
I'm just a tired old man. I don't really follow any of this political nonsense anyway. If you want to know more about it, you're going to have to ask someone else. Eleanor at the council house knows a lot about this subject.
Where am I exactly?
You don't know where you are. Well, you're in the village of Aradel, in the parish's region of Theramore.
Theramore?
Son, did you just fall off a boat? Yes, you're in Theramore. If you really are this lost, then you need to find yourself a map. I'd give you mine if I had one.
I really must be going now.
Go on, then.
Alrighty, gold. Alaric, if you're reading this, then you have made it safely to Aradel and found Medic. I cannot risk leaving this document with you due to the sensitivity of the information I'm about to disclose. I was unsure how long you'd be unconscious, and I couldn't risk having this document end up in the wrong hands. Maddox is a simple man who has lived in this village most of his life. I knew he'd be a trustworthy caretaker of this parcel I left for you. Use the gold to buy supplies for yourself, whatever you need to secure your safety and well-being. I wish I could have left you more, but it was all I had. I'm sure you were wondering who I am. My identity will be revealed in time, but for now, you should simply trust me. Whether you decide to or not is your choice. Now, about yourself. You are part of something very big, an event that has affected this entire region. For your safety, you were placed into hiding and your memory was erased with a special serum. The name you think you remember, Alaric, was imprinted in your mind. I will not reveal your true name here because of the danger it would bring you. So you should continue to live by the name Alaric. It would be wise for you to not draw attention to yourself by asking too many questions about your past. Your true identity can be revealed to you, but only if you are willing to accept the risk that accompanies it. You must decide for yourself whether to seek the truth or simply become Alaric and settle into this new life. If you choose the path of truth, it will be a hard and dangerous journey. And so, if the truth is what you seek, you need to start by retrieving an amulet that belongs to you. Before your memory was taken, you requested that I secure a special amulet for you. I did so by slipping it into the coffin of a recently deceased aristocrat named Adler Keldum. He is interred in a vault at Eversleep Cemetery in the North Parish region. I knew his casket would be a secure place to hide your amulet. The problem now is retrieving it. The door to the crypt is locked tight. Smashing the door down or picking the lock might be an option, but it may be easiest to just get the key. The cemetery director, Lyric, lives a bit north of Aradel, and he has the key. I'm confident that you could figure out a way to get it from him. Once you retrieve your amulet from the crypt, take it to a woman named Lilith, who lives in Tangled Tree Forest. Look for her house in the heart of the woods. She will tell you what she knows of this amulet and set you on the right path. Finally, you must use this time to rebuild your strength, stamina, and knowledge. You were once very proficient in many skills, which the serum has caused you to forget. Only through experience and practice will you be able to reacquire these skills you have lost. It's the only way you'll be safe. Alright, and with that, I'm going to stop here and resume in a moment.